Croatia at this point is a bigger footballing nation than England.
You have to know when it's time to make that push, and you can never put too many forward.
They play mad dirty, bro. Two-legged tackles,
bro.
kicking the ball into the other team's bench.
There's no giants. Anybody could get the
There is no
smoke,
big
bro.
team.
Hey, this ain't what you want. Get it.
This football is actually not a nice sport, bro.
Episode 11, yeah! 5ASIDE podcast, funny discussions from our perspective and our perspective only. And today you are joined by
Sebastian,
Kendrick,
Elisha,
Gabriel.
Josh.
Yes, and thank you so much for tuning in today on episode 11 of 5ASIDE podcast. We are talking about the results from the quarterfinals of the 2022 World Cup. Thank you so much for tuning in. Whether you're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, we appreciate y'all. Make sure you download the episode. Make sure you rate us 5 stars so your boys could keep climbing up and up of the ladder. Make sure you like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. 11 in, and we going strong. We going very, very strong. And so is the World Cup. The quarterfinals was nothing short of dramatic. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still recovering from that very first game. Brazil versus Croatia, which unfortunately Brazil lost in penalties. 4 penalties to 2. There's a dark cloud over me right now, bro. Like it's very
right here.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Raining
It's
on
pouring
his
rain.
There's another one. There's another one over here, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I haven't had that feeling in football in a while.
you were sad.
Describe the feeling, bro.
You were sad, bro.
Oh, speechless.
Describe the feeling.
You were speechless.
I bet speechless, bro. I wasn't talking for like 2 hours after that.
Why?
Dog.
Because just the storylines that were there, even just the miss itself. Thinking about Marquinhos, imagine a deflection goal and then you smack the post.
Yeah.
Suicidal.
Yeah, man. It was sad because it was like, yo, they coming from the game versus South Korea. Why are you smiling?
I mean, I
feel like you're happy.
I told you. I'm not happy, but I told you it was going.
But it's, bro, but not like that though. Like they came in hot versus South Korea, and I felt like, why was that confidence gone versus Croatia? Like
Bro,
their energy,
it didn't go
was
away.
not there.
I don't think
felt
it was gone.
Croatia
I was not
nice,
giving Croatia
bro.
enough credit. Exactly.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Those boys are nice.
Croatia needs credit. I
Versus
agree.
Croatia. No. I'm gonna give Croatia all their credit.
Yeah.
Brazil didn't play, for me, a confident game.
You don't think-
If you have to take out Richarlison and Vinicius, obviously there's a problem in terms of the energy. These are usually some of the most energetic guys.
That could also, I saw a lot of people, especially Brazilians, just saying that was a bad decision, period, regardless of how well they're playing. And I completely agree.
I think, how you say Chiche? I think he started panicking, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think, like
I
you said,
agree.
he expected him to come in like it was Korea. But like we said,
bro, exactly.
Croatia is not fool, bro. Defensively,
No, of course.
their midfield, like they're very organized. They're physical.
Experienced.
They're hard to beat, bro.
Yeah.
And so I think Chiche started panicking. He's like, all right, like we gotta change something. I really don't think taking out Vinny was the move. And maybe he was hurt. Like obviously we don't know
No,
what
he
was
wasn't
happening in the
there.
background, but Vinny was one of the like brightest players on the field.
Yeah.
Whole World
So-
Cup, I think. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
it was a bad move. Wasn't their best moment for sure. But
Yeah.
it's just again though, credit to Croatia. They
Yeah, exactly.
They did what they were supposed to do. I feel like Brazil after the Neymar game, which I gotta give props to Neymar, bro. This was one of the greatest World Cup goals that I've ever seen.
That was his moment.
That was his moment.
The composure
Yeah.
to make that move inside of the box, bro, with so little space is masterful. Like not a lot of players can do that.
Yeah.
100%.
You have to be on a different type of caliber. But then for them to lose like that, I feel like Brazil they shouldn't have gotten so arrogant in the end to play their normal game.
You saw the video of Neymar telling the defenders to track back?
I didn't.
So
should've.
there's actually like literally the camera. So at least I was watching on Telemundo. So the camera cuts to Neymar, right? He's yelling at his defenders to like get back, right as Fred is sprinting up to go like chase a loose ball. And then the ball pings back and forth between a Brazilian and a Croatian, gets sent down the line, and then right away the Croatians score. Literally not 30 seconds prior, Neymar was literally yelling at his defenders to get back. When Croatia scores their goal, their equalizing goal, there's literally only 3 Brazilians behind the ball.
Nuts.
What does that mean? Like, what? That's arrogant, is it not?
So much space in the back, bro. Like I'm
that's
looking
coaching
at
too, though.
I'm looking at France.
I was about to say.
I'm like they parked the bus.
You have to know when.
What else what are you fighting for with 3 minutes left?
I fully understand going for the second goal because that kills it, and that's very important. But you cannot do it at the risk of conceding the equalizing goal. You have to know when it's time to make that push, and you can never put too many forward. Defense has to be the number one priority. And bro, I was next to a Brazilian too the whole time. I just met her that day, watched the whole game together, was getting to know her. She's from Brazil, lived her life there for the first few years, until she was like 8 or 9. And then, bro, to see that L,
she was hurt.
that was crazy. And on penalties too afterwards.
Nah,
Fuck.
Y'all saw Neymar crying?
Of course.
Shout out to
Could not see it.
what's his
Everybody
name?
was
Leo,
posting that.
Perisic's son, for
Yeah.
going over and consoling him. And again, one of those things that just kind of it's like, oh, that's sweet, whatever. It doesn't make it any better for me, but it was a cool moment.
Shout out
Are you
Modric
hugging?
too.
Are you hugging the kid?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that's an innocent
Why
child.
not?
Yeah.
You're bugging.
Shout out Modric too for showing real leadership and consoling his young boy Rodrigo,
yes.
who needed him in that moment. And Rodrigo stepped up big for Real Madrid. Was the reason we won the one of the major reasons we won the Champions League last year. But knowing that he'll have the opportunity again for Rodrigo, that was dope to see. And then
he will find every way.
No, I'm just a real shit, bro.
No, it's true. It's true.
Rodrigo's already done huge things in his career at the age of 20, and now it's just a national team he hasn't done it yet. And then him consoling Neymar as well. That's how you show some sportsmanship. After a penalty shootout, Argentina, we come up for your ass later.
Speaking for
We're gonna
Rodrigo,
talk about
though, why did he go first?
That's a huge
goodness.
conversation.
Great
thing.
question.
Oh my
Let's
goodness.
talk about
Because
That's such a good
immediately-
question.
PK ideology is like such
I
an
put it
important
in the
topic.
chat too. I was
agree,
like,
yeah.
England, Euro, all over
Yeah,
again.
and he does take the backup pens for Benzema, but he's never taken a big penalty that I've seen
That was
in his
mad
life.
pressure, bro.
You don't put one of the youngest, the youngest guy.
penalty shooter. He's like 21, bro.
You don't put him first or last.
Yeah,
No.
bro.
Yeah.
You
gotta put
don't
him
do
in
that
the-
Maybe
at
third.
all.
So what is the right way to do a penalty shot?
I would say first has to be one of your coldest, most confident people. Doesn't have to be your best.
Casemiro goes first.
Casemiro's banging that in.
Casemiro
You
goes
already
first.
know.
Facts.
Neymar has to be one of the roles. I understand last he said he wanted to take because that is the most pressure.
He said that?
He did. Yeah, at least I saw
always-
someone
he
post a
always
quote,
thinks
and
it last.
he was saying people don't know football, that like I should be going last, whatever.
I mean, behind closed doors is a lot more,
but I would say Neymar, being how clinical he is, Ronaldo, Messi, someone like that, it has to be one of the penalties that's guaranteed to be taken. Doesn't have to be one, maybe it's 3, but 5 is crazy to me.
yeah, we were talking about this a bit earlier.
I know it hurts, bro. Come on. Yo, Haitians love Brazil. Haitians love Brazil, man.
Yo, bro, literally in Haiti, bro, it's two main rivalry.
Two
Not
gangs.
rivalry, unfortunately rivalry, but it's like,
Like I said, two
bro,
gangs.
it's like Catholics versus Protestants. And
holy shit.
and
Yo,
Brazilians versus Argentinians,
Never know what's
bro.
coming out his mouth, bro. Like,
Well,
That's just how it is. Like those are some of the biggest rivalries, bro. Brazil versus Argentina. I would not want to be a Haitian Brazilian fan in Haiti right now. It's like the shame would be unbearable. But shout out to Croatia. I don't want to take anything
shout out
away from
Croatia,
them.
bro.
They did what they had to do. Killers in penalty too. My goodness.
yeah.
I was going to add the conversation because we had it earlier too.
Yeah.
The penalty strategy. The third penalty is very, very important. And so I would put one of my best, if not the best.
why I'm
person.
And that was Casemiro, right?
That's
But
why
it was
I'm
too
three.
late because your first one should
why
be
I'm
so
3.
confident.
You know what I mean? Feel me?
That's why you think?
Kendrick
For
3?
sure.
Yeah.
And even just going back to like the visual of Neymar crying and whatnot, part of the reason really stuck out to me is just the fact that like he's had the pressure of the World Cup for Brazil since 18.
Yeah.
And he's from the same part of the country as Pele, all this.
Yep,
And he
Santos
has
boy.
maximized his potential.
Mm-hmm.
And to go out like this,
It hurts
sad,
man.
bro. Like
Yeah.
imagine that goal. He's had a fat, thick ankle the whole time, not
Yeah.
playing to his top of his ability.
High off the aspirin.
Bro, rehab till
Balling
6
out.
a.m., all that.
He tied the
Tied the
record with
Pele
that.
record, 77.
Football is cool. And we're going to get to
Yeah.
other games. Football is actually not a nice
Yeah.
sport, bro.
I think 2 things that really stick out to me for this game is the storyline of Neymar. Do y'all think he plays in another World Cup? And then Croatia, as a footballing nation, what does it mean for them
I
to
hope
be in
so.
back-to-back semifinals?
let me get
Those
the
are my
second
2 big
question. Y'all do
questions.
the first one.
Good
Yeah.
question.
I was gonna say, don't let the tears fool you, bro. Neymar,
He's only 30, right?
Neymar, no, wait. I'm saying that Neymar is an emotional dude, yes, and I'm
Yeah.
sure he really wanted to win. I can genuinely tell this dude is about sick of playing. Like I think seeing from the documentary,
Yeah.
I think he's had it up to here, bro. Like he wants to go. I don't think we'll see
Including
him in
club?
the next World Cup. Club too, bro.
Yeah.
I think
That's not, yeah.
I think
think
in
he gives a fuck
about
Yeah, he cares about club.
3-4 years maybe max Neymar has left, and
Yeah.
I don't think within that he's gonna make it to
He's
the
not-
next World Cup.
Yeah, he's not doing no
Before the
Ronaldo
next
shit.
World Cup,
Yeah.
he's gonna leave Brazil.
type shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he knows it's done.
He was crying the same level Ronaldo was, who also knows his shit was done.
To add
for
on
sure.
to that, there
Yeah.
was an interview where he actually did talk about how his love of football has changed, and he doesn't he was alluding to that, and being the face of Santos from 18 in Brazil, all that is taxing.
Yeah.
It's actually a different mental state.
Yeah. And then also in that moment, immediately you start thinking ahead to the future.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sure his immediate thought is like, okay, what next? He thinks to his club, PSG. Just like, can you imagine having to think to like, now he's got to fly to Paris. It's 12 degrees over there. He's got to play Champions League games against Bayern in a week. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'd be crying too. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Oh man,
We'll
But
see, bro.
Croatia.
Again, though,
Yeah.
shout out to Croatia. I'm not mad at it.
Shout out to
Croatia ends up winning the whole thing, despite them beating Brazil. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I mean,
they're very unproblematic.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, what do y'all think this means for Croatia as a footballing nation? Back-to-back semis is nuts with an older
Croatia,
squad.
they
Now,
are
the
a-
big thing again. What's the youth gonna look like? But this is super impressive, and that's
bro.
a tiny country.
Here's my hot take.
You
It's not
saying
even a hot take.
like the Dutch shit? Yeah.
It's not a hot take. I think Croatia at this point is a bigger footballing nation than England, but like for sure.
Say that again, Sam. Let me hear that. Hold on. England.
It's not.
Say it again, man.
And I need y'all to
Say it,
listen
man.
to this. I need y'all to listen
Sam,
to
say
this.
that
I don't
again,
even think there's a
please.
need to react. I don't even
Let
think it's
it
crazy.
marinate.
No, but tell
Just for the simple
This
fact that
is my take, right? I
people
think-
don't tell them that enough. Go
break
ahead.
it down, bro.
Here's my take. I think Croatia is a bigger footballing nation than England at this point. That's the take. I think if you look at the things that Croatia's been able to do in the past World Cups, plus the level of talent that they put out that competes all over Europe, not just in the Prem, and isn't overhyped, unlike Prem players and English players, Croatia by far is a better footballing nation than England. I think by far at this point. It's not even a hot take, honestly.
For me, I'd say they're at least doing more with what they have than England does
that's
with
the
what
thing.
they
Yeah.
have. They
With the
capitalize on
lack of
every
hype. And you know how many
inch of
people in that country?
talent.
It's like 5 million.
Yeah, it's
nothing.
incredible. It's incredible what they're doing,
That's
bro.
damn near what part of New York?
Literally.
Real shit. That's
With what
less than half
funding?
the city.
Yeah.
Nah, it's a fact. It's a fact.
But yeah.
We're going to put some polls under the post on our pages and everything so y'all could tell us, is Croatia a bigger footballing nation than England is? Let us know in the
Yes.
comments. That's all. Matter of fact, that might just be a TikTok on its own. Y'all just argue in the
is. Go
comments.
argue.
And just let us know.
Argue with your mother.
Is Croatia...
Bait, bro.
Is Croatia a bigger footballing nation than England? And we're
The
gonna
answer is
get
yes.
to y'all Englishmen after
The
too.
answer is yes.
But
Yeah.
It is.
the second game of that day was Netherlands versus Argentina.
Best
Which-
game of the round. Very upset what happened.
Yeah,
but
which
that game
also,
was crazy.
Which
Game was
also
crazy.
went to penalties, which Argentina won 4-3. But yeah, like you said, best
Bro.
game.
17 yellow cards, which is a new record that the
With
Dutch
no red cards.
Bro, that the Dutch had previously set in 2006 against Portugal.
Portugal, yeah.
16 yellows and 4 reds. Absolutely nuts, bro. For Argentina to go up 2-0 and then have the Dutch, Weghorst, right? Scored the 2 goals for them in the 80th and then the 110th off
What
a
a
trick play
goal.
free kick. Sliding it under the wall and then he just bodied him. Nice finish to the side, bro.
I couldn't believe
that
it.
was absolutely nuts.
Young
That was
foot-
incredible, bro.
young
That was incredible.
footballers.
Great coaching too. Shout out Louis van Gaal.
Also,
That was
young
incredible.
footballers who think that it's all about skills and dribbling and all of that stuff. Work on your balance. Work
That's
on
real shit. Yeah.
enforcing your center of gravity.
That's
Because
what it
if
was.
that boy don't have a strong stand on the ground and a strong center of gravity, if his balance is not on point, if he don't
Yeah.
eat his vegetables, he's
point.
not scoring that.
Eat your
bro.
veggies.
For him, the strength to hold off another professional sportsman. Eat your veggies. Bro, if he doesn't have that, he doesn't score that goal. So
Yeah.
there's so many more things that are important as an athlete. Learn from those moments, bro. That was clutch.
Part of what makes Messi too is balance too. No, balance.
Definitely.
Balance not
His
great.
center of gravity is
but he's so
low.
much
Yeah.
closer to the ground too.
That's
that
real.
it's-
That's real.
Shout out Eden Hazard.
OD.
Yeah, come on.
King
Big
of-
bunda.
King of
Bunda.
balance.
Big rock.
King of Nyash.
Wow.
I will say that
Wow.
game cemented my hatred for Argentina.
Facts. Fuck them niggas.
They speaking to the point about the yellow cards, they played
Yeah.
mad dirty,
Yeah.
bro. Two-legged tackles,
dirty, yeah, bro.
kicking the ball into the other team's
What's
bench.
wrong with that region of the world? Like Uruguay, Argentina.
Yeah.
Why is it so it's so
Bro,
yucky?
I didn't fuck with
We can
Bad
get
Otamendi.
into
vibes.
it. We can get.
We're gonna get into it
I
later.
didn't fuck
bro.
with Otamendi before, but after seeing that picture of him mocking the Dutch players right after the final penalty, bro.
The little monkey thing.
I really don't like him.
Yeah,
afterwards.
what was that?
Supposedly the.
What does that mean?
the Dutch
What do you mean by that?
That's the thing. Definitely what you mean by that. Hey man, Hatchet Man, like you said, we should get into what's going on in that continent because the Hatchet Man on the pitch and off.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the stats on because there's been some things lingering, and I know you all watching, you love it when we talk about sports and race and football and race, you know, because it's not overbearing at all.
You keep racing the sports, man.
I love it, but you know, I've been hearing through the grapevines about Argentina and black players. Can you break that down for us and what the history and the tea is on that? Let us know.
Just to give a little bit of context, Argentina is currently being estimated to be about 97% white.
Damn.
They did not even have Afro.
As a team or a country?
As a country.
Ooh.
So first off, you're probably wondering why when you watch, why you watch, it's 100% not black. Yeah. You'd be interested watching Argentina, how they barely even have indigenous Latino people on that team. That's straight white boys, period. And 0 black. The country's about 97% black from what I'm reading.
Wait, what?
97% white. When it used to be around 50% plus black in the 1700s. And then from a period of they're saying...
That's OD.
Crazy, right?
Like, hold on, we got a pause.
They used to be 50%, over 50% black.
Fuck, bro.
Argentina used to be 50% black?
Yes.
And what is it
in
now?
the 1800s? 97% white. They did not have Afro descendant on the census until 2010. You couldn't even, in the official population, put down that you're black until 2010.
What happened to the black people?
They were ethnically cleansed, bro. In the 1800s. Completely wiped out from the population. They're considering it damn near a genocide. Yeah, bro. The government said bye-bye to that. Yeah. That shit is crazy.
It's not a good thing.
So, everybody who's like, let's just get ahead of it right now. Do your own research, first of all. If you before you go and try to debunk, we gonna do an even better job at giving y'all some resources and things like that, links or whatever, books, which I know most of y'all is not gonna read. But do your research and find out, because the information is there. You have to actually go look for it. But stop just jumping whenever we talk about race and just saying, "Oh, this is cap. Oh, Eli's having Captain Crunch for breakfast." I don't even like Captain Crunch. I eat Cocoa Puffs.
That comment was funny though.
It was. I'm not gonna lie, and I agreed to it. I said I had.
Bro,
this
even
morning,
watch this.
Made me laugh.
Former Argentine president Carlos Menem, who once declared, "In Argentina, blacks do not exist. That is a Brazilian problem." Quoted by the president.
What the?
We're not rooting for y'all, bro. Sorry.
And there's no way. There's no way that energy isn't in the team.
Come on, G.
Nah,
Like I'm not trying to spark up no crazy conspiracies. But if that's the whole energy of your country, bro, they definitely come into the World Cup with similar energy. You see it in the way that they actually treat other players when they play against them.
Clowns.
This is crazy, bro.
All of them.
If you're black and an Argentina fan, I'm looking at you weird, bro.
Please let us know.
Looking at you very odd.
And when I posted that picture yesterday, that Gabe cropped together.
Oh yeah,
there was a lot of people in my thing like, "Oh,
what was the picture?"
It was basically like the picture after the Argentina won.
Yeah,
they're all mocking the Dutch players.
Yeah,
with the statistic about how there's been ethnic cleansing on top of it. And people were in my comment replying to it "Oh, well, I still want Argentina to win. I still like Messi. I understand. I like Messi too."
Yeah, and we're not calling the players necessarily automatically racist because their country did some fucked up shit. Because then we'd have to keep that same energy with every country in the World Cup.
Of course.
But dog, the history says a lot. The history says a lot. The history says a lot.
It's needless.
I'm just looking at it here, bro. Ooh.
It's needless to say that in the semifinals, I don't know if anybody here is rooting for Argentina, but do we think that they actually can win the matchup and make it to the final? Obviously, anything is possible, but what's our predictions? What are we saying?
Argentina, Croatia predictions?
Yeah.
So I honestly think it goes to pens. I think it's a very, very close game.
This one's gonna be
Croatia
stressful.
wins it on pens, though.
You think Croatia is gonna I think they're gonna force penalties? Bro, that's
I don't think that's that hard against Argentina.
Back.
I honestly don't think it's hard against. I think it's actually going to be Argentina that's going to take it to pens. I think it'll be Croatia that will be leading the rest of most of the game.
That's fair.
I was about to say, to add on to that, Croatia showed that they get it done. The deflection, they could even get it done. But I could see Argentina sneaking in. You know the scriptwriters want Messi in that
This
final.
is true. I forgot about the scriptwriters.
But the script's kind of looking weird now, so.
I mean, Portugal,
it's Qatari scriptwriters though.
True.
So they do have an agenda that they are fitting.
Nah, you're right, bro.
Nah.
That's Morocco.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's against my better judgment. Like I want Croatia obviously to go through, but at this point, anybody could really take it. I almost don't even want to give a prediction because I feel like it's
hard to predict now.
Yeah, it could be anybody's game.
For our views though.
But
Polarizing.
but guess what? I'm not scared to be wrong, bro. I'm not scared to call it before it happens. I think Croatia.
You've been wrong a lot.
I think Croatia, and that's cool. I'm gonna be, bro. Listen, what was it during his rookie season? Kobe had like what 10 air balls, 13 air balls, or something like that.
Kobe.
And so it's for listen,
Kobe.
bro. R.I.P.
Mama
R.I.P. to
forever.
the GOAT. That's what happens. Embrace failure
For sure.
on your way to success. So
you
I'm saying
succeed.
Croatia 1-0 to bag it. I feel like Croatia has the defense to hold off Argentina. I know that Argentina is going to come with a lot of firepower.
Yeah.
It's do or die. They're going to be dirty. They've proven that they will stop at nothing to win. But Croatia are disciplined. Their defense is strong.
Yeah.
I could see Modric scoring and putting those boys out of their misery and going through to the final. So
I think Modric scores a penalty in the second half of overtime. Argentinian shithouse goes a little bit too far. Otamendi just knocks over maybe Perisic or something. You know, they're freaking out the ref. Mr. Cool, Calm, and Collected, Cool Hand Luke.
I can see that.
Bottom corner. It's a wrap.
Luke.
Back
And
in
the
the
karma.
final.
I'm not
Back
gonna
in
lie.
the fucking final.
I'm looking at Brazil and I think to myself, is this karma for for celebrating
Don't
too
do
much
that. Don't
during
do
the
that.
South Korea game?
Don't do
Who knows?
that.
Like, I'm playing devil's advocate. I don't think they were over celebrating.
Yeah.
But sometimes it kind of seems like the universe aligns in that way. They look like they were a bit humbled versus Croatia. So who knows? Maybe the behavior of the Argentinian players are gonna go back and bite them in the ass playing against playing against a team like Croatia because they're just proper. They do what they got to do there, and they get out of there.
I just think it's like one football culture, one nation's football culture against another. And I think when you have that disciplined, like Croatian mindset of like, we are a team, there's no egos, there's no really main guy, main star, because even Modric himself doesn't like strike me as like the guy that needs the media attention compared to like Argentina, where it'll be like very Messi focused, very media headline focused, very like pressure based, especially because the Argentinian fans put so much pressure on their team to begin with. I think like that Croatian culture is so much easier to deal with as a player, and I think that becomes the difference. Like the team and the culture and the fan base backing you means so much more than like the little moments that happen in the game at the end of the day.
And I'm gonna and I want to hear about your prediction, but I want to say again on the topic of Modric and how again that culture
Crazy
is just
story,
a whole
bro.
different gravy, bro. I saw this post earlier that said when Luka Modric was 6, his grandfather was shot dead. His family became refugees in a war zone. He grew up to the sound of grenades exploding. Coaches said he was too weak and too shy to play football. Luka Modric led Croatia to its first ever World Cup final, won the Ballon d'Or, 5 Champions League titles with Real Madrid, and many more trophies. Now he has led Croatia to the semifinals of World Cup 2022 at the age of 37. Back-to-back World Cups.
Yes.
What an inspirational
One of the
story.
best midfielders ever.
No ego at all.
No cap.
No ego at all.
And he does not conduct himself like that at all. Like he's just...
It's really cool.
That was from
And
I was gonna say that was from the Captain's documentary
Yeah.
Is it?
on Netflix.
I saw him give a really inspirational talk with
Stop
their
getting
young
Netflix
keeper,
up our shout-outs.
Luvakovic, I think is his name,
That's fair.
who low-key's like almost been keeper of the tournament. Him and Bono are definitely the top two.
Yeah.
He's a young keeper for
Bono
Croatia.
Morocco's
Bono is
goalie.
Morocco, yeah.
And
No, but
Emi Martinez has been
Yeah, but Modric was really bigging up the young guy, saying, "No, you have to make mistakes. Like, who doesn't make mistakes? I make mistakes. Everybody does. So you just got to keep it going, bro. You can't be scared of that failure." And now look at him balling out, saving penalties against Brazil to send his country back to the semifinals. It's crazy.
Your prediction.
Yeah.
Final prediction?
Definitely Croatia. I think Argentina already exposed that they're weak-minded in the way that they like.
Giving up that 2-0?
Yeah, they don't have the mentality. They just all grit or they're gonna lose. I don't care how much. They're just gonna lose.
You got your president saying your whole country's of European descent as well. That was in 2018. I got a lot, bro. Just Google it for real. This shit is nuts.
Their country's motto is "We came from the boats," but like not those boats.
Yeah. Which is all we can get into real quick again. Like all them Nazis in the 40s, all the Nazis pulled up to your country. Anyways,
all them Argentinians with them German middle names.
Yeah, it's literally Nazis, but it's fine. You got it, Josh.
What we talking about predictions?
Yeah.
I mean, I want, and I say what I want to happen.
Manifestation.
Gonna win. Croatia's gonna win. However, Messi is also some unpredictable boy.
Nah, I'm playing. Shout out Messi.
They're gonna kill you.
I love.
They're going to kill you.
Nah, shout out Messi, bro. LM10, man.
I love Messi as a Barca player. I love Messi as a PSG player. As Argentina, I could not care less. I'm not gonna say I'm rooting for his failure. I would never root for any human to fail in anything. But I don't really care about
This
them.
nigga's a hater, though.
I don't care about them like that. But some people that I'm rooting heavily for is Morocco. Shout out to Morocco for defeating Portugal one day. Come on, clap it up. Mother African team to reach the semifinals of the World Cup. You heard it
And the first ever team as well.
Maghreb.
Both of them. Dima Maghreb, bro.
Dima
Come on.
Maghreb.
Let's go. Marrakesh going crazy in the Medina.
Casablanca,
I go back,
crazy.
bro.
Yes.
Marrakesh crazy. Casablanca, all that shit, bro.
Bro, and they've beaten Belgium, Canada, Spain.
Colonizer
Portugal
World
now.
Tour. Colonizer World Tour. Let's get France next.
Bro,
let's get France next. Let's go.
Yo, colonizer world tour is crazy.
It's true though. They got these OGs too. They know how to colonize.
Niggas is nice.
Get
Talk
back
about
there.
it.
Oh my days.
Get back.
They making their way up, bro. They just making their way
They
up.
took back the Iberian Peninsula. That's
they beat
nuts.
Belgium.
That's
They beat Belgium. Belgium is a country that a lot of Moroccans live in. Belgium is an incredibly disgusting colonial past. The amount of
King
Congolese
Leopold,
people
the worst
they killed.
human ever.
King Leopold, whatever. Okay,
No,
they
he's
beat
up
Belgium.
there.
They don't really have too much of a connection with Belgium, but there's a lot of Moroccans that live there. Cool. Then they beat Spain. The amount of Moroccans that live in Spain
Largest
that
ethnic
have
minority.
to deal with the ethnic issues that exist in Spain. All right, get them out of there. Then they complete the colonial historical recolonization of the Iberian Peninsula by getting Portugal out of the World Cup. Now all they need to do is get France out of the World Cup, and they get back at their colonial masters that used to enslave their people. It was only 40 years ago, 60 years ago.
Yo, France was their
It was
biggest
not that
enemy,
long ago.
actually.
Yeah, definitely.
France was their biggest one. That's
right across the
Colonial
water.
World Tour. Let's go.
Right across the
Deal my
water.
dog.
Oh, the narrative for Morocco to go and beat France.
Yeah.
would be
Nah, bro,
nuts.
I'll pass away.
Yeah.
I'll pass away. I'll pass away.
In a go? Yeah.
I'll pass away, bro. I'll leave
But
it
bro,
I need all of this
Stimulated.
bro.
Too stimulated.
I know you're always listening, but do not listen to him. Please. Do not listen to him.
Yeah. Well, bro, speaking of that path, we have to big up Morocco, not just as making some fun little upsets. They're a
Facts.
great fucking team.
One goal conceded.
The one goal, and
One
the one
goal.
goal they've conceded was an own goal, bro. They shut out Belgium. They're shutting out Croatia. They're shutting out Spain and Portugal.
Yeah.
Spain scored 7 in a game. Portugal scored 6 in a game, and they had nothing against Morocco, bro.
Yeah.
It's
They look confused. They look lost.
Look confused,
They look
bro.
lost. They didn't know what
Put
to do.
everything to shame, and against different types of teams, different types of styles, they're not getting anything, bro.
Not
it's
only
incredible.
that,
it's incredible.
But the Moroccan defense that played today against Portugal is completely different from the Moroccan team that was supposed to be starting the tournament. Two of their center backs are injured. Their left back is injured. They're playing players that are on cramps, struggling. And these guys are showing, like, these guys playing Qatar, Morocco,
coaching,
the Middle
bro.
East.
Amazing coaching.
And they're showing out some of the best talent that we claim exists in the world. What the Moroccan coach said at the end of the game was, now it's time for the rest of y'all to come look at Africa and see what we have to offer.
Facts.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna end every sentence
One
with
real
that.
quick thing about that too,
For real.
with the next
my
World Cup
God.
being 48 teams, we're gonna have an increase of African nations, increase of all different regions of the world. So I think there's gonna be about 9 African teams in the next World Cup. So that's gonna be very exciting to see.
I was speaking about this earlier. I feel like the way this World Cup has gone down has showed that the small teams aren't afraid of the quote unquote big teams.
Exactly.
I
anymore.
love it.
It's actually, it should be the opposite. The big teams
There's
should be
no
afraid.
Yeah.
juggernauts. There's no giants. Anybody could get the
There is
smoke,
no big
bro.
team.
And I think that now with Morocco reaching the semifinals, with just the performances of every team in the World Cup so far, Saudi Arabia beating Argentina, I feel like we're gonna see a huge switch in the amount of players who are actually playing for their home countries. I think we're going to see a lot of African stars playing for their countries, Asian stars playing for their countries, like people actually sticking to their roots, representing their homeland and going into the World Cup and fighting for that trophy. Because again, we're just talking right now about Morocco making the semifinals.
Yeah.
If they make it to the final,
imagine Morocco wins the World Cup.
The World Cup.
I mean, if they make it to the final, they kind of have to win.
This changes international football forever.
It changes sports forever. Changes sports forever.
Forever.
So Morocco, nah.
Bro, if Morocco wins the World Cup, I'm getting everyone thobes and we're going to Astoria. We're going to Queens.
We have to,
and we're watching the World Cup there.
Yo, real quick, my sister's friend sent me a video today of Steinway, Queens. We're going to put it right here. That shit's lit, bro. And they had the Palestinian flags. Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Yeah,
free Palestine.
I think so. One thing to even add, that has been, I think, part of Morocco's, kind of their secret weapon. You see the family support that they've had.
Oh,
you
yeah.
see
That mamas,
the people in the stands and whatnot. So I think even the coach, the federation, might have even paid or helped for the families to be there. I'm not too sure. Double check this.
No,
as well.
It's true. Yeah.
They actually might even be in their base or hotel.
Yes.
So imagine you and your team and everybody's mom is downstairs rooting for you. Good luck today, guys.
Nah,
you gotta lose it to nobody. Don't let me do that again. Bro, for me, you're not losing. You gotta go home to your mom. A bunch of mothers crying, but I'm not coming home to your mom.
I'm gonna switch the vibes real quick. But speaking of that wholesomeness, some people thought this World Cup's been so great because there's no alcohol, there's no strip clubs, there's no party and all that shit. Yeah. And they're saying for the next World Cup being in the US, Lukaku's gonna be in the strip clubs in Miami till 3 a.m. before the match, bro.
What type of transition is good with this
American accent?
Transition was crazy.
And I'm just like, nah, bro, I think we need more World Cups in wholesome places like this. Okay. Culturally, because niggas are showing out for once.
Maybe it helps. But not that
America's gonna fuck this shit up.
Not that I think the players would be doing anything like that during the World Cup.
Once
anyway.
they get kicked out,
tabs on them.
Yeah.
I feel the teams will keep tabs on them. But I gotta say also a shout out to Zia because I just learned today.
Shout out to who?
Zia.
Shout out to Hakeem Ziyech.
What does he do when he plays for Chelsea? Anyways, let's go.
Chill, bro.
He gonna be playing. He gonna be playing.
No, it's not.
You a hater, bro. You be talking about him. You a hater.
No, I'm hating on Chelsea, not Hakeem. Shout out Hakeem, bro.
Still.
Yeah, why won't your club let him be great, man?
Yeah.
Chill.
But why?
We talk about that when we come back.
Shout out to Hakeem for coming back.
Yeah.
He had beef that he apparently sorted out. Hope the boys are all right.
No, shout out Hakeem big time. I'm talking about Chelsea. Relax.
Yo, Ziyech apparently has not taken any of the wages that he's earned from the Moroccan national team since 2015 and has donated it all to helping people in his country. And we got to big that up because, anybody who can go and give up their earnings or give up any sort of charitable donations to be involved heavily in that, bro, is definitely commendable. So shout out to him. Shout out Morocco.
Also, real quick on the charity piece too, shout out Rudiger for donating all of his World Cup earnings to his mother's home nation.
Another Chelsea player.
Madrid boy now, but we'll agree with that. And then Bukayo Saka as well, doing it for his motherland of Nigeria.
Yes.
And we'll get into Saka next, I think.
No,
should we talk about Portugal?
Because I was gonna say,
it's over.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
It's Jover.
It's what?
No, I'm not.
You seen that Joe Biden meme? It says it's Jover, and he's like, Joe Biden being sad.
I'm sad for him.
I know you're not a Ronaldo guy, but bro,
it's sad.
If I'm speaking truthfully as just a neutral fan, a lover of the game, bro, that's tough seeing him walk away like that, bro. Coming off the bench
about to get the Real Madrid stats real quick.
Because there's nothing left to play for.
It didn't make me sad. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, why don't you like
heartless?
Him? I mean,
that's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bro.
He's never been a Ronaldo fan though.
But also,
it didn't make you sad to see him like shaking, like
nah, bro. I was just like, what's going on?
All right.
I'm not. Sad, I don't know, bro. He's accomplished so much. It's like, bro, it's okay.
Nah, I can see from
nobody's gonna be like your shit. Like,
that's why it's sad though.
But it's still like
he didn't even. This is the World Cup where they show that they literally do not need him.
No, of course.
And so if anything, it's like, bro, you've been finished.
It would be less sad if Messi went out during the same round. That's one of the reasons why also for me, I don't necessarily want Messi to make it to the final.
I don't think
no. Just as an overall fan, I'm okay with it ending like they've done what they've done for their clubs. They both have one international trophy of the same caliber for their countries, and they're done. I don't want Messi to win it. If Ronaldo not gonna win it, that's just
Ronaldo
me.
wasn't part of the international trophy he won, right?
The
He
Euros.
was.
He got injured in the
they're not
final.
going doing anything. Yeah, he was a top goal scorer.
He carried them.
He just got hurt during the final.
He did nothing during
By
the
the
final.
way,
That's
Everything
a
else.
question.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Really quickly.
What's a Ronaldo
Really
fan?
quickly.
They said
Nah.
actually he was.
Sorry,
He
that
had the
facts hurt
most.
your feelings,
He had
bro.
the
Did I
most
do all
feet
that?
on the
Yeah,
pitch per
yeah.
game.
You're the most lit person right now.
Not the most
Speaking of Euros versus Copa America, one is every
know what
4
that
years,
meant.
no matter what. Copa America is what? Some every 2? So that's a lot more opportunities to win that trophy. Look at the history of Copa America. It's almost every 2 years. Euros is every 4. So just even in general for European players, it does have an increased significance in that tournament. Because it's actually more rare.
I think one thing to also talk about is the fact, you know what I'm saying, everybody here under the age of 30, for me, the football that we've seen, I'm getting there. Hold on.
25 and under, yeah.
This guy.
You're good.
No,
Why
30 is
was
just funny,
30
yeah.
the benchmark?
Because I'm about to say the
No, you got it,
history
you
of
got it.
football
Okay.
in terms of the players that we've seen at the top, we're used to them not winning the World Cup trophy as well. Whereas there is a generation of people that associate, if you are the best player, you touch that.
Yeah.
Good.
Mbappe is the first person within the last 30.
Because we thought Ney would be, but not
Bro,
yet.
that's why they hurt for me personally.
I feel you too,
thought he could have
100%.
touched it. And then Ronaldo, you saw Ronaldo's celebration Euro 2016?
Yeah.
He accomplished football.
Yeah.
He touched
He
an
did.
international trophy. And so that's why, I don't know, that's why I said 30. But
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, as a Real Madrid fan, 450 goals in less than 450 games, 4 Champions Leagues. There's nothing else to talk about.
Should he have started the game?
I don't know.
It's a
Was
what?
Gonzalo's hype job?
All right, bro.
For what?
Sorry, bro. If you
For what?
I don't know.
I mean, he's his country's top goal scorer. He's his country's top assistman. He's contributed to the most goals in his country's history.
Yeah.
Y'all need to win this game. Should he have started it?
It's
or
a
no?
bit-
Maybe he played earlier.
I was gonna say one thing that we also haven't talked about as much is also just some of the psychological factors of within the games. Having Ronaldo start, he's actually a fear factor as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, just obviously, it's not like players are gonna bend over
I
for
don't
him.
know, bruh.
No, he is. He still is. He
Like
still
to some, I'm not gonna lie. When you talk to players at interviews and stuff like that, some of them do. Like in the tunnel, it's like okay,
It's an aura thing, bro.
yeah, it's a little bit of aura thing.
It's
I'm not
gr-
saying Morocco gonna bend for him. For me,
Yeah.
Morocco's still going. You know what I mean? But
no, absolutely. But
I think-
I'm for real. They could. I don't think they could beat Morocco. Like low key again to
Yeah,
this
if they
team,
played
these
again.
upsets, they're upsets based on the names, but the way they're
They were
they are
ready.
one of the only teams in World Cup that's 100% maximized every single piece of talent.
Yes.
and it's working perfectly. So good luck to anyone.
Absolutely.
France, if anyone, is the one team I think that can get past them. But shit,
Yeah,
Colonial World Tour.
nah, if they beat France,
my
bro.
crap.
I feel
that's
bad.
a new
I
hashtag
really
for
feel
real.
bad for
If they beat
World
France, I'm
Tours.
bringing hookah to the show. Actually,
bro. Bringing that
without
shisha?
flame, well, I'm gonna get the little vapor one that's all safe. But I'm bringing
Yes.
hookah for sure.
The vapor one.
Yeah, I'm bringing hookah if they win.
Y'all see
Why
they
you-
shut down London, the Moroccans?
Yeah,
no,
bro.
she should
Nah, I
smoke
wish I
on
was-
the
That's
edge
the
of
real
it.
Paris
shisha
too?
smokers, bro.
Yes,
Y'all
bro.
Dominicans
Paris
took
went
that
crazy.
shit.
If they beat Morocco, if Morocco beats
First
France,
off, pray for
Paris
them
is gonna
niggas,
look
bro.
crazy.
Pray for
Speaking of
There's
which,
more Moroccans in Paris than Parisians. I'm not gonna hold you. Than French Parisians. There's a
speaking of
lot
Paris,
Moroccans in
speaking of
Paris.
France versus England, France defeats
Well
England
Well done.
chef's kiss.
2-1.
I love it.
Do you guys see that?
I love it. Hold on, what we drinking?
Do you guys see
English
that?
cheers.
Come on,
that?
G.
In the air, yo.
Yo, what is that? What is that?
What's
What's
There it is.
Oh, no, whoa.
what's
Is that?
Is that Kane's?
Harry Kane.
Oh, that's Kane's. We got it. I'm gonna hold it for you.
what a
Harry.
stinker?
I'm gonna hold it for you. Damn.
Smelly.
That's
Asamoah.
unfortunate.
Asamoah King. Bro.
Damn,
shit
bro.
sting,
And
Harry.
I don't wish bad on nobody.
Nobody.
But I'm curious. I am so curious to see how English people and English media will handle their precious Harry Kane
Facts. The
golden
missing
boy.
a penalty
Yeah.
in the World Cup.
Nigga skied that shit. That's like Elon Musk SpaceX, bro. Where was you going with that, G?
You think they gonna racially abuse Harry Kane?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Meanwhile, Rashford, who should have played more than 10 minutes, almost banged in that free kick in the last minute.
I
People
hope so.
still coming to his ass, bro.
So-
Crazy.
Are they actually
Rash-
coming at Rashford?
I don't know.
People were coming to Rashford.
No,
Not crazy. He had a lot of support, but you know, racism is going to sprinkle.
If you're coming at Rashford, you're mentally ill. You need a therapist.
Yeah.
Like, seek help.
Rashford's free kick was close, and he scored
he was close.
one earlier this tournament as well. So
Rashi balled out all time.
even props to him for taking that up.
That would have been crazy.
But I'd love to speak about England's, this great generation, their success, blah blah blah. What did they do this tournament, Sub? Like, what was their overall accomplishment?
They had a tough game against the U.S.
Yeah. Like, what
They had a tough. Yo, that's crazy.
No, what y'all niggas do?
They got tested once and lost.
A tough game versus the U.S.
You did what? What?
Not a damn thing.
All right, so my thing is, I was watching this game.
Nothing's happening, bro.
I was watching this game with the bros, for me, Gabe and Seb, and my question to them is like, yo, like, if you already scored one pen against the keeper, are you doing it again? I feel like if we're in that tense relationship on the pitch, I'm handing it off to someone else, bro. I already did what I had to do.
But
if you're that guy, Harry
you can
Kane,
score it
I'm shooting
again.
it.
Don't shoot it the same middle. Why are people so afraid of the middle? Not many goalkeepers are standing on their feet for a penalty, bro. Like, hit it straight down the middle of the goal, bro. Why is that so underrated? But you're Harry Kane. You are ballsy.
Harry Kane?
He once had this.
He's Harry Kane, bro. What is
Harry Kane?
He's one of the top strikers of our generation.
Harry Kane is a Twinkie.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Harry Kane is Mr. I'm a banging a lot of goals and never win a fucking trophy. And when the biggest moments come up, I'm not gonna win shit. Because you're not that guy, bro.
You're sick.
You're not that guy. You're wild for that. Celebration. Oh, that is a celebration.
That first penalty showed that he could score a pen. That should have went in.
Nah, that should have went in. You guys are sick.
You look like what is it?
He said, yeah. It's crazy.
Come on, lads.
Yo, this is, TikTok. Go crazy with that. It's a new dance. Harry fucking Kane, nigga. What'd you do with that, bro?
Nah, but for me, though,
I agree. I fully agree with you.
Yeah, that's the thing. As Gabe has mentioned, Ronaldo's taking multiple penalties in the game. That's something that I can think of that's taking multiple penalties in the game. Finish it. But just give it to someone else.
It's just a weird relationship because
unless you got it.
No, but listen, you scored the first pen, right? But now the second pen is so much more complex because are you going the right way? We just did this 20 minutes ago. I don't know. I would just have someone else take it because it creates a completely new dynamic.
Well, Lloris jumped.
Yeah.
Lloris jumped
also,
the right
know
place.
each other.
They do.
They play on the same team.
My thing is, Harry Kane, if you're that guy, you score that shit.
He scored
at least on target. If you're that guy, all caps. If you're him, capital H, you score that shit, bro. Enough Harry Kane cute goals. Tottenham will get 20 in the Prem. They'll go to the quarterfinals in the UCL, whatever. Harry Kane, if you're that guy, if you're that English legend, you bang that goal in, bro.
You know what?
That's what separates your legacy is these moments. That's all we've ever talked about, and you don't get it done, bro.
Bro, I would give it to Saka.
Point blank fucking period.
This time I would give it to Saka.
Oh shit, that made me nervous though.
I'd give it to Saka.
I don't think he can do that legally.
Saka. I don't wish that.
This time I would have gave it to Saka.
Yeah.
Anyone
is Olivier Giroud the best striker in the World Cup?
Oof. Yeah.
Striker.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Oh, put some respect on Giroud. Can we? My goodness.
Striker, yeah.
For everybody who's been talking shit about Giroud, bro, at what point will y'all stop putting smut on this man's name?
Yeah.
At what point will you give this guy his flowers? What
that nigga
more?
is croissants, bro.
What more can he do?
For sure.
What more can he do? Beat Thierry Henry's record for France. This man's highlight reel is impeccable.
It might be the
like I
craziest
said, he
ever.
should get a Puskas award just for
a lifetime
achievement. As a lifetime achievement, Puskas award. This dude's resume is nuts.
Bro, he went for a scorpion in the first half. This nigga's crazy. I love it.
Yeah.
The audacity, the confidence.
Yeah,
He's been nice.
Y'all got
to win the World Cup with no goals last time, but now he's banging all of them in. France looks like they might got it again. It's incredible.
To be fair though, also, Kyle Walker winning this game saying that he was going it's do or die versus Mbappe and that he's not intimidated. He put that boy in his pocket.
Nah, he did well.
He put that boy in his pocket.
Mbappe had his worst game of the tournament.
France has many different answers. What are y'all laughing at?
I still don't know. I'm trying.
What's funny? It's high school city, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Chill, man.
Either way, I'm sipping on.
We have viewers that are wondering what's so funny.
Yo,
we gonna cut that out.
No, we're not.
There's no cutting. Hold up, bro. We got English tears right here.
Yeah, I'm sipping on some English tears.
I do too. Hold on. I got 2 cans.
After the pod, y'all gonna explain?
It tastes like breakfast beans. It's not very good.
Y'all food is, listen, don't get me started on this country, nigga.
Do y'all, but they put up a fight
No, it was
though.
good game.
Like, it wasn't
good game.
like
I'm
they
not
were food.
Yeah, good game.
No, they're not food.
Good game, but I'm happy
It's the English media. Shout out the whole team. Y'all did y'all thing. I'm not coming at y'all ever.
That's
I'm not
fair.
coming at reasonable fans either. It's the English media overhyping Prem bullshit. We're tired of because y'all have no fucking results, bro.
Yo, we
This
gotta-
shit is it's quiet for you every
That's
tournament.
the thing. I don't got no problem
It's
with
quite for
no
you.
English players
No,
except
not at
Henderson.
all. Henderson.
Niggas
None of
don't
y'all
fuck
is
with
smooth.
Henderson.
It was
But
so funny when
your
their answer
fans
was to
and the
bring on-
media.
It was so funny when their answer was to bring on Grealish.
Yeah, nah, I was crying,
The
bro.
three of us are looking at the TV
That
like, all
nigga-
right, what are they gonna do? And then we just see Grealish like slicking back
Bro,
his
these
hair.
niggas trained against Mbappe and Dembele. They'll be alright. Like,
Bro, Grealish is all calves. He wasn't going to
I
do
will
nothing,
say though,
but
one thing that we gotta give credit to England for.
sure.
Mbappe was not in that match.
Yeah, like we said about
Kyle Walker. That was all
he
Kyle.
was not there.
But that's not how you beat France. You don't beat France by just locking down one
I
player.
see.
Yeah.
It's one of the best
Sure,
teams
Manny
ever.
with that first goal.
Yeah, you
My
gotta give him
goodness.
props for that, too.
Okay, why do you rate? I always forget. I mention, but then again,
Starboy.
yeah, Dembele and Koundé are still in there too.
Fire.
Thank
Hey.
you very much.
Unity.
Yo,
Okay.
so
Unity.
France,
You know
That's
what I'm
the-
saying?
That's
Yeah.
the-
First
France.
time for everything.
France is missing Pogba, Nkunku, Benzema, Conte,
Benzema.
Lucas Hernandez,
Kimpembe.
and Kimpembe.
I'm not gonna
Six
say I told
potential
y'all so.
starters.
And they are
Benzema.
still
Yeah, I think
going
he's
to a
the
World
best.
Cup semifinal.
After they go to the final, I'm gonna go back to episode
Do it.
the pre-match
You earned
episode
it. You earned it.
and talk about what I said about France before the World Cup started.
That's not like
They're
a
still
hot
not beating
take.
Morocco.
Because we need some correct predictions for
That's not a
Yeah.
hot
Also,
It's not a-
it's also not a hot take.
It's not a hot take.
How is that not a hot take? Because when I said it, y'all were like, "Nah, nigga, they not gonna do it again. They gonna get the curse."
No, I
we
mean,
didn't
it's
say
not-
that they were
They're
going to
not
be
beating
shit.
They
Morocco.
haven't done it
Morocco.
again.
They're not beating Morocco.
Oh,
So
let's get into it.
That's fair.
They haven't. Yeah,
not beating Morocco.
They're
What
not.
y'all got for
Speaking
Morocco?
of which,
Yeah.
semifinals,
other
Morocco
one.
versus France. What are we saying?
Hell, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. Morocco to not let in a goal, like it shows another type of
niggas are
intensity.
crazy.
It shows another type of like organization and mentality. Like I said, it's a playground in the hotel with their little daycare with their families there.
Smack
Facts.
you.
It's a different type of mentality, bro.
So what do you want to happen? Because I know you're not gonna say it.
Yeah.
Morocco, finish on.
Finish.
finish on.
Give me.
Fatality.
I keep being wrong about Morocco, so I'm going to keep being wrong about them hopefully again so they win. I'm going with France. I'm going with 2-0,
Wow.
which is a hot take now because these niggas don't even get conceded on. But I think it's just going to be too much. At what point do
Conceded
you
on.
break the fucking dam? Like,
Yeah.
it just breaks through and the floodgates
I
open.
think-
So it has to happen, right?
Going off of that real quick,
Yeah.
a lot of this World Cup too, I think, is terms of the muscle memory of winning.
Yeah.
Too. For instance, we see Brazil, Croatia. We haven't seen Brazil be in that type of situation and win. You know what I mean? And so, like, first, they haven't had to sit back.
Yeah.
Morocco, if France actually puts one or two in the net,
night.
they haven't had to win a game like that.
Facts.
I
So
will
we gonna
say,
see.
yeah, the one thing Morocco hasn't done is had a team sit back at all and have them like slowly break them down.
I don't
It's
think
just
France
been
is gonna-
flashes of attacks.
You think France is gonna sit back against Morocco?
No, I'm saying if they take the lead, they can chill out.
Oh, France.
That's what he's saying, and
Gotcha,
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. I feel like Morocco has no answer if they get scored on early. I think
They
I
got every
think
answer.
if France scores early, I think it's a wrap.
Okay.
Personally, and I think in France too, they have the shooters from distance. They're so good in the air as well. Giroud, as good as those center backs are, Giroud could get a header too. I think France breaks through, and I think 2-0. But if Morocco wins, I'm gonna be happy, and I'm bringing hookah for sure.
The way I see it is, so far Morocco has only conceded once from an own goal. So obviously their defense is doing something well. France, they've conceded before, but they've also been scoring like it's nothing. Like they score
Yeah.
every single game.
Yeah.
So I think that, like you said, it's going to be very difficult for Morocco if France score first, which is very likely. It's very likely France is going to get the 1-0 first. But I think that knowing that Morocco is going to sit back early, they're going to really feel it out. Try and push. For me, I think it would be sensible for them to try to push extra time and get to penalties. Like, I don't see why they wouldn't.
It's a dangerous game.
I don't see why they wouldn't just try to force that. Because why would you try to expose yourself against Mbappe, against Ousmane Dembele, against those boys, Giroud, Griezmann?
Yeah.
Like, if you can play it like Croatia, try to catch them on a mistake or something to score. But other than that, just do what you got to do to force it to penalties. I think if it makes it to penalties, Morocco's winning it. And I hope that's what happens.
I will say, too, they haven't faced any team that's got Mbappe one side, Dembele the other. It's been a lot more possession-based team, so I think that could produce some new matchups. Hakimi versus Mbappe. Watch out for that on France's left wing. Morocco's right wing. That's an incredible matchup of the PSG boys. I mean, Hakimi's up for it. He's as quick as they come, but it's definitely the most difficult matchup that Morocco's had. If they keep a clean sheet, regardless of winning or not, I mean, this is like the best defensive team I've seen, bro. Actually.
Hakimi also tweeted, "See you soon, my friend," to Mbappe.
Yes,
so something about
mind games.
I will say another thing too. I'm adding a lot in here.
You're good, bro.
France also, have they had to have a penalty shootout this World Cup?
No. So they lost the last one.
Last penalty shootout they lost in the Euros. Missed. And it's a bunch of people who are experienced that are out. This might be the time where we see that, okay, they actually have a B team in for the penalties. So there's a lot of new situations in this match.
Mbappe redemption, that's a whole moment too.
Get another
pressure.
But then if he misses it
in this World Cup,
I'll be stressed.
Oh my goodness.
Even as a neutral, it's stressful.
I'm going to need some Haitian tea, bro. That's going to be stressful. But what are we saying on this side? Just any Haitian tea, bro.
You know, this is how the nose ball over here, right?
Nah, facts. This is the only side you should really listen to.
Facts.
But
this is 5ASIDE.
Yeah.
Listen to 5.
2 plus 3. 2 plus 3.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Go ahead. What's your prediction?
Basically, it's like this.
You're going to make me join the haters in the comments for this thing. We're going to post this.
No. It's good for them to have unity. They started a bit off.
It's simple. It's simple. Morocco is on fire right now. They got all the momentum. They took down multiple giants. France, they didn't have the hardest route to where they are now. And even this game that they had against England, they struggled. Like, it wasn't a convincing win.
England is...
Were Morocco's wins convincing?
Yes.
Yes, brother. Yes.
Portugal looked lost on the pitch today.
I don't see how.
The team that just dropped 6. The team that just dropped 6. Exactly.
They sent your home. They sent your peninsula home.
Right,
yeah,
but
you definitely can't say anything.
No, bro, I've been
unless you're speaking Arabic to me, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
You said they don't even speak Arabic.
Unless you're speaking Amazig and Tamazig and Kabila.
No, all I'm saying is like, bro, I'm just trying to be objective. If winning on penalties, you're saying it's convincing, but then France winning by multiple goals or by one goal in at regular time is not convincing. To me, those
it's
two
about
things,
no.
I'm not talking
about the end result.
Iberian man speak.
I'm not talking about the end result.
You're Iberian.
Listen, for real. I'm not talking about the end result. I'm talking about the way the match went.
Sure.
When you saw Morocco against Portugal, when you saw Morocco against Spain, those top level teams that smacked everybody up, they looked confused and lost. Today, France against England, they didn't look convincing. As much as I like their team, they didn't look like, we got this in the wrap. England probably even had more shots.
So my thing is, do you think, and that's a good point, Morocco. Do you think England is a quality team to like struggle against, or you think that's telling?
That's what I'm saying. That's a good team to struggle against.
Okay. So
what's the
point being? Let's get to the point here. Morocco.
What score?
1-0. Simple.
Okay, thank you. So that's what I said. What the fuck? Wait, is that what I said?
I don't know.
I said Morocco in penalties.
Bro, y'all should be happy. I've been jinxing
Morocco.
I've been jinxing Morocco's opponents, so I'm just gonna keep it up.
What are we saying?
All right, so we have Morocco, France coming up, right? There's a lot of factors that I feel like people aren't mentioning. One, the fans. We keep not mentioning the fact that stadium was entirely red against Portugal.
It's a home game.
And it's not because the Portuguese wear red, it's because the Moroccans wear red. That stadium was rocking. So that's one advantage they have. Two, the thing you spoke about, the fact that their whole family is in the crowd with them. Every game after, they're going to hug their family, their friends. So they're playing for more than just what's going on the field. Three, the fact that their defense hasn't conceded unless I think they took one against Canada, and that's it.
One own goal, yeah.
One own goal against Canada. So Morocco is in a very similar situation to the situation that Croatia was in against Brazil, where you have a footballing culture against another footballing culture. Brazil had played Serbia and had a very difficult game against a footballing culture that exists in Serbia, right? And then they took Croatia, which was a more. So let me phrase this like well. I feel like Brazil played Serbia, which was a footballing culture that is one step below Croatia's footballing culture. France played Tunisia and lost. Now they're going up against Morocco, which is a very similar footballing culture, but better. So I think the very same thing happens where France comes up against a footballing culture that they are not prepared to play against.
Sure.
I think what ends up happening is due to all the factors that I mentioned, plus the fact that they're not used to playing against that sort of style of play, and the fact that there's so much like cultural tension between the two teams, Morocco has so much of an advantage mentally that they could honestly, like, I think honestly 2-1, maybe 3-1 with a last goal, like that comes in the end when the French start attacking a lot. But I think it's not a very difficult game for Morocco. I don't think it goes to extra time or penalties at all. And I think Morocco is going straight to the final.
I just don't trust their offense.
Morocco's offense?
It's very, like, they
teams
come
that,
at you in
teams
little
that score
flashes.
1 goal, 2 goals like that, those are the types of teams that win tournaments.
No, I'm just saying for it to be like I just don't see him scoring 3.
You saw the way my boy got up today.
Al Nassiri, bro, that guy
saw the
shot
way he
up.
got
The keeper
up.
had it.
Ronaldo,
That was a great jump.
Ronaldo level hops.
Listen,
Do you
man.
think the keeper should have had that?
Nah.
Anyway,
Either way,
Colonial World Tour.
Let us know in the comments. Let us know everywhere. Hit us up.
Yeah.
Who's gonna make it to the finals? Is it France? Is it Morocco? Is it England? No, it's not because they're out. Is it Brazil? No, it's not because they are out. Is it
Morocco?
no? What the other teams?
They're out?
I'm trying to spread this out so that
Portugal?
Oh, we gotta
We gotta
do this
stay.
in unison. We're like Jackson 5s, okay? We gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
There's
that's a
something.
great
You say
idea.
a team, I say
That's
a
our
team.
next
you say a
next
team.
Halloween,
You know what
Jackson
I'm
5
saying?
right here. I like that.
Is it?
Yeah. Portugal.
No, nigga, they're
you're
out.
saying
Is
they're
it?
losing.
Is it Croatia? Is it Argentina?
that's
Is it Croatia? Argentina?
Teams that were out, bro. I
No,
don't fucking know.
I just wanted to
Zero
those
team
two.
chemistry.
But yeah, is it?
Take your improv classes, bro.
I promise we're paying attention.
Yeah. Is
it
it Croatia?
Pre-production.
You know what I'm saying? Is it?
Morocco.
Is it? God damn it, man. Croatia, Argentina. Croatia, Argentina, France, Morocco. Damn it. Yeah, we gonna see. Let us know what y'all predictions are in the comments.
One more thing to say
Yeah.
about France Morocco, not to drag out the conversation.
No, please.
Not to drag it.
But I'm gonna drag it. But
Go.
the fact that France got checked by England a bit, that could also be a way for them to pattern up.
True.
So I think it's gonna be two people on timing, basically. Nobody's playing.
Yeah.
Continue though.
Before we go, because we're going to go into fan submissions in a second. And of course, we love y'all and we got to involve y'all in every single episode because y'all been so supportive. 11 episodes in and the love has been crazy. We just reached, 7K on TikTok. We going crazy on IG, YouTube. Road to 1,000 subscribers is on right now. So make sure y'all keep showing love as
Facts.
you've been doing so. But before we do so, because again, we care about the fans. We care about the beautiful game. We care about people involved in the beautiful game all around. And we got to take this moment to pay our respect, pay homage, give our flowers to, and send our condolences to the loved ones and the family of Grant Wahl, who passed away. Yesterday, we're filming this on Saturday, and he passed away yesterday, Friday, I think in the middle of the Argentina-Netherlands games or around that time.
For the viewers that don't know why it's significant, you want to...
So Grant Wahl was an American journalist, and he obviously has been covering the game through an American lens and trying to push the boundaries of the game in the US and throughout the world because this game is growing obviously in the US, and there we have to have voices, we have to have representatives from all over. 5ASIDE here, even though we're from so many different countries and backgrounds, we're based in the US, and it's important to just have as many voices who cover the game from a real perspective, from a true perspective. And he was one of those guys who just was very truthful in the journalism in a time where there's a lot of fake news, there's a lot of just biasness. He was very impartial as a journalist, and that's what you want people who report the news in a real way, in a truthful way, in an honest way. And he was that. He was in Qatar, obviously, covering the World Cup. And so it's very unfortunate to see technically one of us,
100%.
just a human being, period, to at 48 years old to lose his life like that. But yeah, man, sending lots of love. And we saw a very emotional video of his brother online, and it was a very tough time for him. And so we're sending lots of love and positive energy towards him and his family.
And we saw a lot of people that we know who were personally impacted by his journey throughout the footy industry. People sharing pictures with him, talking about just how much love and support he had for everybody. How even as a white man, he really listened to people of different views and backgrounds and really tried to learn from it rather than being, defensive and feeling insulted by it, and really just trying to help grow the culture in America. And some people call him the first ever like U.S. soccer quintessential journalist. And aside from that, he wrote LeBron's classic, iconic, The Chosen One story as well, I believe, which was for Sports Illustrated, just one of the most well-known sports articles like of all time, honestly. So now he's a legend, man. RIP to him. Sending love to his family, friends, anyone who was impacted by his career within the industry. And we need more people like him.
I was about to say, RPGW, everything we said already.
Yeah.
Big legend for Sports Illustrated.
100%.
That LeBron article, and even more. I'll lastly say a lot of things that I've seen about him is obviously somebody who shows support. Showing love is very important. As well as somebody who carved his own lane. That's very, very impactful for me, as that's even something we're trying to do on 5ASIDE. And so, condolences to his family for real.
Yeah, and one last thing, they were saying they want to get his body back to the U.S. for an autopsy because they're thinking there could be potential foul play, as he did show up to one of the games wearing an LGBTQ support shirt, and they banned him from the stadium from that, and I believe he had to change to get back in.
He was detained too.
He was detained for it as well. So people seeing that it could have been something more than just a medical condition on his own. So regardless of it, RIP, but hopefully we get to some answers as well, mostly for his family more than anyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely. And just to end this on a lighter note, and of course give all of our supporters, our beautiful fans, a platform. We're going to read some fan submissions. KU_NME says, am I wrong for not wanting Argentina's happiness because, racismo? I feel like you an influencer for real, because a lot more people are saying this whole racismo thing because you constantly posting about
I'll spew some
that
facts.
specific world.
I'll spew some facts about Argentina. Take them as you will. This is from an Afropunk article. You
Take
can
them as
Google
you
it.
will. It's
Argentina's
crazy.
population of European ethnicity constituted 97% of the population. That is a disturbing figure, taking into account that by the late 1700s, nearly 50% of the black population was what was covering the country. We have quotes from the former Argentine president, Carlos Menem, who once declared, in Argentina, blacks do not exist. That is a Brazilian problem. There's much more in that article. There's many more articles. There's scholarly research journals, et cetera, et cetera. Argentina has a crazy history of ethnic cleansing, of even just trying to Eurofy the population to not just that they've been removed from the country, but for those that are in there, making it seem like they do not exist. Look it up, do your research. Again, we're not covering out all the players and the coaches, et cetera, but do some history on the teams involved, man, because that's why that team looks like that.
Yeah, Argentina kick
And
rocks.
they house the Nazis.
Kick rocks. Y'all could,
Yeah.
We don't care.
I'll
about
say
that.
this. I feel like it's not wrong if you support a country, like the team of that country, because like you said earlier, at the end of the day, like almost every country has its own history of atrocities. Obviously, most of the European and white countries are much worse. But like at the end of the day, it is a sport. If you have a favorite player on Argentina, like you should support that team. But all we're saying is, for us, sometimes it's hard to separate the political from the play. And so take it into account and don't feel bad about if you decide to take that into account.
I think for me too is like seeing the progress be made, because even with these different colonizing nations, at least you're seeing diversity within the team. You're seeing steps towards something better. Within Argentina, you hear about the crazy history, but you're not seeing anything that's like, oh, they got a couple young black players, even some indigenous Latino players. Like you see none of that. Versus, France, Germany, Spain, Portugal, you actually at least see some black athletes. So for me, that's what's also quite troubling.
On that topic though,
this
is like maybe my conspiracy. And we could get to this another episode, but I feel like there should be some sort of FIFA reparations.
For who?
For countries that have been victim of colonization. Because even as we talk about Morocco and all these countries that are like on the come up, a big part of the reason why there's not more just like African or like African diasporic countries that are more successful is literally because of colonialism. If you look at countries like in the Caribbean, the reason why there's not as much representation is because financially, a lot of those countries are extremely unstable. A lot of that instability comes from colonialism.
100%.
And so it's like, we could, like I said, we could dive into it more another episode, but this should be some sort of like initiative or something to uplift countries that have been unstabilized by Western countries who are now making billions of dollars in revenue off of the World Cup.
Yeah, all that
And their
bribery money
success.
y'all took could have gone to Caribbean nations and CONCACAF.
And
High-key.
at some point, I do want to discuss this, but like there are so many sleeping giants that like haven't even touched. Like India, the second that India gets their act together, and like
China too.
no,
Yeah.
literally, or even like countries like the Philippines or Indonesia that
Yeah.
like put so much of their time into basketball. Like as soon as those countries make the switch towards like soccer,
Yeah.
that whole part of the world, India in the World Cup, can you imagine 1 billion people and they've never touched the World Cup? It's because they don't have the financial stability to invest in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Imagine.
It'll literally change the sport.
Yeah, literally.
Shit, if the U.S. makes the right steps, that changes everything too. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot.
Just like 5ASIDE is
Yeah.
about to change the sport. And whoa, one last, I just want to shout out because we do talk about sometimes all the haters that be in our comments talking nonsense, but we also got to shout out all the people that be big in the 5ASIDE. Nico Urea on our YouTube said, fire video, loving these podcasts. We love seeing Vinny playing good. Shout out Madrid boys, you too, Hakimi. Whatever. But yeah, shout out to everybody. There's so many comments of love, so many messages we get, people saying how much they're hooked onto the pod. Yo, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We're never tired of seeing those messages and those comments. And yeah, we appreciate all the love that we've been getting. And we're going to show y'all some more love too by continuing to be so visually aesthetic and so fly every podcast. You see the vibes, you see the decorations, you see the fits, which we're going to break down real quick before we head out of here.
sir.
Josh, what you got on, my boy?
Quick, Jay.
Real quick for me, got the dunks on the feet. Novelty London on the pants. I got a shirt that got Ronaldinho with the cacao.
Come on.
For me,
Blickety, blickety.
no, I'm saying,
How you say gun in Portuguese?
Blickety, blickety,
Ganao?
blickety, blick.
Gano. I don't know, bro.
He said in Spanish?
I don't know how to say it.
Spanish is Arma.
Gun in Portuguese.
Arma.
It's probably Armao.
Arma.
Yo.
right. And last but not least, shout out Voice Now.
Always.
Initiative, Zach, Chris, got y'all on the
Arma de Fogo?
jacket.
That's firearm. I don't know.
Yeah,
Pistola.
Arma is weapon.
Something like that. But
Bet,
what
how
you
we
got on?
stepping today? We coming through with some Jordans. We got the Wolf Gray 3s on, something
Wolf
calm.
Gray.
You get that? Got on some light denim from Minimal LA. I don't know if you can see it, but it got the little distressing from Silver Paint. Shout out Minimal LA. On the hoodie, got to give a major shout out to the Rory and Mal podcast, one of the best podcasts in the world. Y'all are high key changing the game. Definitely inspired me to get into this shit, bro. Y'all have been killing it ever since y'all started. Keep up y'all shit. Some super fly merch. I fuck with the design. I fuck with the colors. They just sold out Sony Music Hall in New York too. The boys on tour, bro. That's like the peak of what a podcast can do, and we trying to get to that same level for our own shit. So once again, big shout out Rory and Mal, no doubt.
Listen, man, Gabe wearing those distressed jeans, and I'm representing distressed teams. Hey, that was a little bar. That's a bar. Come on now.
Say that again,
You know,
G.
speaking of, he's wearing distressed jeans.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
talking about
representing
you.
distressed teams. You feel me?
He's talking
Teams
about
that aren't in the World Cup.
too,
Obviously, we got Italy. You know, I'm all for the underrepresenting. The you know what I'm saying?
Why they got lines on their badge? What they did?
Yeah. This England under it. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about representing the poor, the underprivileged.
Solidarity.
You know what I'm saying? The underdogs.
And what's on the feet, G?
I'm on that, and I got the. Of course, I had to put the just because I like how the white brings out that top. You know what I'm saying? And on the feet, had to put the snow on the kicks.
Why?
Because Harry Kane got cold feet. You feel me? So that's just a little, the fit gotta be meaningful. You feel me? Kendrick, what you got on?
What up?
Super calm today. Got the beanie on the
Say that
head
time.
because I just took out my braids.
Shout out
and
black
my
hair.
My locks look crazy. So nah,
Nigga,
we're not doing that.
You're wild. You're wild.
And Hollywood on the tee, Japanese brand.
Ooh,
Daily paper on the pants. Docs on the feet. Simple.
and Willie Wood.
Yeah, by the way, random people in the street, you see how I was just playing, don't stop touching black people's hair without their consent, please.
Can I do a story real
This is
quick?
weird.
I'm just be very quick. I was in a bar in DC. I'm chilling, whatever. This girl, white girl, turns around, grabs my hair, and is like, "Your hair's so different. Why is your hair like that?" I'm like, I'm just in the stock. I'm astonished. That's some shit black people deal with. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm black. Like, bro, like what? And I'm just bewildered. Like the fucking audacity, dog. That shit was crazy. And I'm just like, yo, white people, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, actually. Shout out all types of black hair. But damn.
That's assault, bro. You were assaulted.
Hey,
stop doing that.
That's the shit that be going on.
Like a.
You're a victim.
She like really. I said,
yeah, you get duffed for stuff like that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You're the victim is crazy.
Don't do
That's
that.
what they're saying. We are with the dribbling video.
Hold on.
Shut
What
up.
you got on?
Anyways, you go. Let's finish it off, bro.
Pumas on the feet. Adidas trackies. This is actually a Nike golf top. So
It's hard.
Shout out Jasmine.
Puma, Adidas, Nike.
And what's on the head top?
Hey.
Hey, yo, that winner, bring a hookah. We out. Come on.
Diva Maghreb. Let's go.
Episode 11.
Yes,
It's
sir.
been
Yes,
real,
sir.
y'all.
Episode 11 has been real. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, download the episode, rate us 5-star rating, share
Come
with
on.
your grandma, your
Shout
pets,
out to
Colin,
Somalia.
Snakes,
Shout out
neighbors.
to our son. Shout out
Yo,
If they win it, I'll smoke a
we
hookah.
gonna see y'all after the semifinals. 5-a-Side Podcast.